It Up with JB.
Hello, Bingers. Binge Bite 46 is a connect the dots type of episode, so consider yourself warned. In a couple of weeks, the NFL's biggest game, the Super Bowl, will be played. We know the NFL is comprised of two conferences, the AFC and NFC. This was the result of the merger of two separate leagues in 1970, the AFL and NFL. That merger was agreed to by both leagues in 1966, and fans tend to forget that the first few Super Bowls were between two separate leagues, with the big game known as the AFL-NFL World Championship Game. So how did this all come about? Well, in 1963, then AFL Commissioner Joe Foss sent NFL Commissioner Pete Rozelle a letter challenging the NFL to a championship game after every season. This would prove to be the beginning of the combined league as we know it today. Now, who's Joe Foss? In addition to him being the first commissioner of the AFL, he served 2 terms as the president of the NRA beginning in 1988. He was part of ABC's American Sportsman series, and he served 2 terms as governor of South Dakota beginning in 1954. And in 1940, after a 300-mile hitchhike to Minneapolis, he enrolled in the Marine Corps Reserve. In 1941, Foss earned his wings and was commissioned as a second lieutenant. Eventually, he was promoted to captain in 1942, the same year he deployed to Guadalcanal. Foss would see action nearly every day he was at Guadalcanal. According to his bio listed on the World War II museum site, Foss would shoot down 16 enemy aircraft during his first 12 days in the Pacific. In one day, he shot down 5 Japanese fighters in 2 missions, becoming the Marine Corps' first ace in a day. Foss eventually contracted malaria, was returned to the U.S., and was awarded the Medal of Honor from President Roosevelt. He eventually returned to the Pacific, got malaria again 8 months into his second tour, and returned to the U.S. With the Congressional Medal of Honor, Foss is one of 3 winners of the medal associated with the NFL. The other 2 being New York Giants' Jack Loomis, who played 9 games in 1941 and had 1 catch for 5 yards. He died March 8, 1945 at 29 years old on Iwo Jima. And Detroit Lions' Maurice Britt, who also played 9 games and had 1 catch in his career for 45 yards. True heroes. Thanks for tuning in. JB, out.